You like running.
What's freaking up, you guys?
What's fucking up?
What's fucking up, you guys? What's fucking up, you guys? How should I say it? How about it? Start it now. What's fucking up, you guys? Alright, yeah, I don't really know how to start it, but that's the way I'm gonna start every video from now on. But yeah, today's gonna be kind of different, kind of weird. You guys asked for this. I don't really want to do it, but I'm gonna. I think it's a cool idea. But I'm gonna be reacting to all my crazy clips. Not really all, but what I think are the craziest clips I've done. And my phone just fell, but it's cool. Right now I'm in Billy's room. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna kind of start, like, I'm gonna go in order because I feel like that's like the best way to do it. So the first one is obviously gonna be double cast. So let's get right into it. This is still like the craziest thing I've ever done. Like literally, like to me, it's the craziest thing I've ever done. Little backstory. So that whole day, this wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't planned or anything. It was random. We were just a bunch of people, like me, Pasha, Corn, and all of, like everybody, the whole gang. We were out at the beach like usual. And I've been looking for a spot to do double cast for so long. And I just had no idea where to do it. And then randomly, like, we were always at the lifeguard tower. And then I looked at it and I was like, wait, maybe I could do it over there. And then I just kind of climbed up, looked back, and I was like, holy I'm about to do it.
Doesn't even look real how you land.
It's so crazy how I land first try too. Like that's what freaked me out. Everybody like bugs out way more than I did too, which is so funny. Eric is just screaming. It's funny because the next day Eric does it. I love this clip right here where it's just all the angles. And then I was just like dancing up top, like, yeah. But yeah, that was a cool one, honestly. That's probably still like the dopest thing I think I've done just because I've been wanting to do it for so long. But yeah, double cast. Who else is gonna do it? But yeah, next one happened the same day. It was in the same edit. If you haven't seen it on YouTube, go check out the full video. It's actually pretty dope. But cast dub full. I honestly didn't even want to do that one at all. My friends just forced me to do it just because they wanted to see it. And that's how it is most of the time. They just make me do stuff because they want to watch it. But it kind of worked out and kind of didn't. Like, I tried it a couple times, but I don't know. It was just like super hard to land. Let's look at it. It was so hard. That was like the most impact. It was crazy. Like there's literally nothing for me to say about this clip because yeah, you know. Next one. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
You're putting a lot of pressure on me. I'm just saying. You're scaring me. You're a professional.
I'm not professional.
There you are.
I'm amateur.
You've been doing it for years. This one was actually huge for me. Like, I think I decided to, like, I wanted to do this trick when I saw Kaylin Chan do it outside. I'm gonna plug the clip right now. Yeah. That clip right there, like, especially because he did it on concrete. That was like so nuts to me. And I don't think like I've seen that clip before or like haven't realized that it was done. And once I saw it, I was like, wow, I really want to do that trick. So let's check it out. It still like amazes me to this day that I actually did this. I love the way I did it so much too, because it was like a full down. It wasn't even like a full. It's like I actually fully tucked and then like snapped out. It was so cool. I have to watch it again. It was so sick. Sometimes I watch these clips like it's not even me doing them. I'm like, dude, that was freaking gnarly. But it was just me like actually doing them. I honestly don't even know how I do most of this stuff. My body just kind of knows what to do. And most of the time it works out. So it's pretty dope. Okay, this one was just like the double cast actually. It was, I wanted to do both, like I thought about doing both those tricks at the same time. I was like, I definitely want to do dub cast outside and I definitely want to do dub gate outside. But I couldn't find this, like the spot to do it for months. It was so hard. We would literally go out and just like walk around for days just to like actually try to find a spot where I could do it and like feel comfortable. And obviously like before you do something, you're like really scared of doing it and you just want to find the perfect spot. Everything has to be perfect. But I guess one day we realized that, hey, Eric could be used as a wall. I think he brought it up to me because I don't think I'd ever think of that. He was like, hey, why not you do it off my shoulders? I think we were at Tempest, like a day before that day I actually did it. And he brought up the idea, and I was like, nah, dude, there's no way I could do that. And then I just like, it was like off like a 5-foot platform, and like Eric just stood up there and like somebody held his chest. But yeah, I tested it out by just doing like a single, and I was like, holy crap, this actually might work. And it did. Like, I did it in the gym, and I landed it first try, and then the next day we were out at the beach, and I was like, I'm freaking doing this. And like, I filmed a whole YouTube video about it and stuff, and it was like super crazy, because I ended up doing something even crazier that day, which we'll get to next. But let's watch this clip. Ding! I remember putting that in the video. This was so crazy because it looks easy, which pisses me off, honestly. Like, that trick was so hard. Well, it's not even like so hard, but it's like so hard to get up to that point where you can actually do that trick, you know? But like, once you have like the body awareness and the strength and like everything, you could do it. It was just like such like a mental thing. Like, everything is so mental now that it's like all in your head. But like, I kind of know like the power of my body and like what I can do and what I can't do, or what's smart to do and what's not smart to do. So that one I'm also really hyped about. Honestly, all of these I'm gonna say the same thing, because these are like my favorite clips and probably like the best clips I've ever like gotten. So yeah, that one was a really big one for me. But right after I did that, me and Pasha, it was me, Pasha, and Eric that day, and I was like, ah, that was kind of easy. And Pasha was like, why don't you try lay in or something? And I was like, nah. Eric was like, do Coca-Cola. If you don't know what a Coca-Cola is, it's when you tuck, open all the way, and then tuck again. So it's like a tuck, stall in the middle, and then another tuck, which I was like, nah, because like right when you open up and you tuck again, you just start dropping immediately. So it would have been so much impact on my body. But yeah, I didn't want to do that. But I was like, oh, maybe the layout in would work. And then that's where the next clip comes in. So let's check that one out. Yeah. Oh my god. I remember like even this clip, like it was so hard. Like the impact was so fat that like when you hit the ground, it was like goosh. Like it was like all your body power and like weight times 20 just like slamming at the ground. And like I couldn't land it straight on my feet. I like landed both feet and then one leg like gave out, so I went to my knee. But I was honestly happy with that. And like I was gonna try it a couple more times. I ended up doing it like twice, and then we got kicked out and like the cops came and stuff. But hey, it's cool. Can't win everything. But hey, I'm still proud of myself for doing that one, so it's pretty dope. Next clip. This one right here. This is a little, let me give you just some backstory behind this one, because this was super random. I remember being at Huntington Beach the year before and doing like some crazy stuff like out of nowhere. I was wearing like jean shorts and like a Gucci belt. I wasn't even supposed to be like flipping. I was just like going over there. We were checking out like a Vans event or something. And I ended up like finding this drop off onto sand that was like super cool. And I was like, oh, let me just like try some stuff. And I ended up doing some gnarly stuff. Here's the edit, just check it out. So that was the spot where I did all that stuff, and that stuff was like pretty crazy because it was like kind of weird and like not stuff you would like, I would really throw at like a place or like a spot or something. Like it was just like odd tricks, but they felt super dope. And then so a year later, we ended up going to the same spot, but the same spot, like it didn't look the same. We had to go a little bit further down the beach to find a similar looking spot. But yeah, so we ended up going there. My ankle was actually hurt that day, like super hurt, because I rolled it so hard the day before, literally walking to get sushi. It was so dumb. I was literally walking and I stepped off a curb like this big. It was stupid, but that's what happened. But yeah, I was limping and we were going over there. I wasn't doing that many flips, and I was like, okay, the sand looks pretty soft, because it was like a huge hill of sand off the drop off. And I was like, all right, let me just try. So like I do a front flip and I landed it, and I was like, oh, like right when you land in the sand, like in that sand, you sank so much, so I couldn't feel anything. And I was like, holy crap, that's actually pretty dope. Like I get to do some stuff. And I was hyped to like train, because I was already bummed out that I'm just like hurt, and like that's how I always am. If I'm hurt and I can't train and all my friends are flipping, then I feel terrible. But I was pretty hyped. So we started doing some flips or whatever. I started trying some stuff, and then I was like, yo, Eric, let me do a congainer off your back. So we go to like this lower spot, like just like a little drop. It was like 3 feet or whatever. And he bends over and I hit the congainer off his back, and it like felt so like crazy, like so good that me and him, like right after I landed, we just like looked at each other like, oh man, we both knew what was about to happen right there. I was like freaking out. It was like crazy because like I said, my ankle was hurt. So I was like, am I actually about to do this? Like that trick, only one other person, Verky, he's the only other person that's done it. And it's just like nobody really tries moves like that. And like the fact that I got myself to do it while I was hurt off of somebody's back instead of like a perfect wall or something was just like super crazy to me and like meant so much to me for me to actually do it. So let me just stop talking and let's watch the clip. It's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I wish the sand was actually flat so I could land it, but it was such a steep hill that there was no way. Like, but I'm like, just that, like, I'm so happy with. It's unreal. Like, actually just going for that trick is so crazy, and I can't believe I got myself to do it. And just like, Eric honestly was just like, Eric, he was like a big part of it. Like, he got me to actually go for it. So shout out Eric. Yeah, that's really about it. Let's move to the next clip. I don't even know what's next. Okay, next clip. This one just happened like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I think. It was me, Pasha, and Chris. And we were at the beach, and I was filming the Game of Style with Pasha. It's this one right here. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's actually dope. It's hilarious. It was a Game of Style, so I wanted to make it that way just so I could show off Pasha's like dope movements and stuff, because nobody really moves like Pasha. So I wanted to make it like that. That's why I called it Game of Style. And we only did like simple, not simple, crazy looking dope tricks. That's basically what it was. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's actually pretty dope. But yeah, backtrack. So yeah, that day we were out, me and Pasha were filming a video. It like took us like 40 minutes or whatever to finish the video. And then after, Chris came, and then I was like feeling kind of good, like I was hyped up, and I was like looking at the bars and stuff. And a week before, I was at Woodward practicing triple flyways, and they looked really good. Little did I know it was gonna be a week later, right when I got back. And yeah, I just like looked at the bar and I was like, my hands don't feel that good. And I actually just hurt my thumb while I was filming the video with Pasha, so I couldn't even like fully like grip, like actually like use my full strength of my thumb. That didn't work really well, but it didn't really bother me. I was like, it's not really a big deal. I'm just gonna go for that. And yeah, I just started warming up on some of the lower bars, did a couple flyways and double flyways. And then I was like, yo, Chris, are you ready? Just turn on the camera. And Chris turned on the camera and just like recorded the whole thing of just like me like going through all the emotions and like super like zoned out and like just like hella in the zone, just because I'm like freaking out and also like super focused at the same time is like a crazy feeling, and it just makes you zone out. It's weird. It's weird when like adrenaline and all those thoughts and emotions hit you at the same time. You just feel nuts. But that happened, and then this happened.
Yo! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That was first try!
I told you!
Yeah, you hear Pasha saying, I told you. That's the funniest part, because like right before I went, I was like freaking out. And Pasha was like, watch, it's going to be just like the double cast. You're going to land it first try and be like, what just happened? And that's literally exactly what happened. He called it. It was crazy. Like, I find it so crazy that I landed it first try. It's just like, I don't get it, honestly. I'm glad though, because if I had to like try a bunch of times, my hands would have ripped, I would have got tired, and I probably would have just gave up. So I'm glad my body knew exactly what to do and did it right first try. So shout out to me, shout out my body. Okay, so I saved this one for last right here. It's probably one of my favorite clips just because I love how it was filmed. And honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be doing this stunt, but I'm glad I ended up doing it. So let's check it out. This right here was a flip I did for Jordan Matters video. And it was honestly like pretty sketchy because like I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know, like I wasn't supposed to do it. Somebody else was supposed to do it. And then I was just like walking. And then he was like, yo Z, like you should do this. Or I don't even remember how it went down. But all I know is I wasn't supposed to do this stunt. Somebody else was. And I ended up doing it. But it was pretty nerve-wracking just because I knew like the impact was going to be really hard because it's concrete. So it like kind of scared me. And I was just like, I'm not really ready for this. But I'm glad I did because it's like one of my favorite clips. I feel like I'm saying that about all of them. But yeah, these are all my favorite clips. So I'm obviously going to say that. But let's check it out.
Yo, Z's about to send a flip over the car.
Z's about to send it! Oh god, are you scared?
Oh god. I love that shot of me just like.
Here we go.
Let's go! Come
Let's
on,
go, Z!
Oh my god. What's up, Nova? I see you in the TV.
Remember when I first saw that,
Have
I
you
was
seen
just
it?
like, why is this man so... like every positive word I can think of?
You're the man. I love you so much.
I'm leaving. You're gonna get another on clip.
So, I'm coming right after.
You should film a video of that.
Yes. That's... Guys, go follow Funk Bros right now. This is crazy. But yeah, let me talk about this video. So, this right here was so nuts because I already knew like the impact was gonna be super hard, but like the way he filmed it and the way like it was all put together, it was so cool, and like so many things were made out of it. Like somebody made an animation out of it, which was like so sick to watch. Like here it is, check it out. It's freaking insane. Like that's so cool. I love animation videos, and the fact that somebody did it with this clip was so dope. But yeah, that's one of my favorite clips. It's pretty fire. But yeah, that was all the clips I got for now. I have a bunch of other clips. You guys know if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, go do that right now. It's right here, so go click that, go follow me. It's pretty lit. I post daily on there. All the crazy flips you guys will see on there. And that's really about it. Let me know if you want to see another one of these videos. I've never really done a sit down video before. I wanted to do it just so I could get better at it and see how it does and see if you guys like it. So if you like it, let me know by clicking the like button and leaving a comment. Why am I talking like a robot? I'm just gonna end it now by saying peace.